What it is, my name is Hau Latukefu and we're here chilling in Darlinghurst, Sydney. Here to check out one of the freshest names in footwear, limited runs, handcrafted, all the good stuff that if you're a lover of sneakers, you want to hear. Welcome to Feit. We're here in Feit, joined by Josh, one of the co-founders of Feit. Obviously, for the people that aren't aware of the history of Feit, why don't you give them a brief rundown where it began and then the passion behind it?
A lot of it stems from my older brother, who's been making shoes for about 20 years now. He had another company that you might remember called Hau Elastics, which ended up becoming quite big. At some point in that process, as the company grew, he kind of got very detached from the actual production process of making shoes, which is what he loved. He got out of that company, he took some time off and he went and learned proper shoemaking, mainly in Italy, and then started this company, trying to implement what he'd learned there. Needed cheap help, and that was me. That was about 10 years ago.
Now, I mentioned in the intro about shoes being handcrafted. What made you go that route? Because obviously, to someone that loves exclusivity, would be like, yeah, cool, this is only 1/400. But the production, I'm guessing, would take far longer than...
It's a lot more difficult and it's a lot more expensive. But that was really born out of my brother's experience making shoes in a totally different way, which basically the way most athletic shoes are made is mass production, mass scale. There's a lot of waste, there's a lot of synthetics and chemicals used in the production process, and so it just wasn't in line with the way we feel things should be done.
The essence of Feit, what is it, man? Where's passion come from?
I think it's just about doing things the way we consider the right way. So being in tune with what's around us, doing things with the best quality materials, the best craftsmen, and with the view of ending up with the best possible product. So it's just about staying true to the ideals that we would try to apply to anything else we do in life, and I think our customers feel the same, and that's the real idea, is just to try and do things the way that we think is right and do them as best we can.
Obviously, being many designs of the shoe, is there a particular style that you love out of all the designs that you guys came up with?
I think my current favourite is it's called the Bio Trainer Mid. It's the second version of a shoe we've done, which is basically a 100% natural sneaker.
Right.
And we think it's kind of like a world first, that every single element of it is all natural. And it's like a handmade, sort of high-end version of a lot of these athletic shoes that people are wearing and liking a lot these days.
You obviously have this store in Sydney, flagship store. You mentioned that you sold the shoes through the net, but now you're going to have a store in New York, which you briefly mentioned earlier as well. The fashion capital of the world must be just so exciting to have your shoes selling in a place like New York.
Yeah, we're not open yet, but yeah, it's exciting and it's daunting. It's a big market. There's lots of opportunity, which is great. It's not cheap doing anything over there. It's a lot for us as a small company to take on. We're already confident in the product and we think that speaks to people there. A lot of our online customers are from the States.
Right.
We've got an office over there. My brother Tal lives there, so we've got a little bit of a basis there, and that should help us along the way.